Hi everybody, thank you for staying glued onto the Fujifilm platform. Today I'm going to be discussing some of the equipment that I use for my wildlife photography. First of all, my battery. I keep my battery in this little packaging. It's made out of silicone, I believe, and it's perfect because it doesn't allow the battery to get too hot when you are in the bush. And it also keeps my battery very safe and very clean, and it's perfect for that matter. Please do keep a second battery with you at all times so you can charge one while the other one is in use and you don't get caught in the middle of a leopard hunt and you run out of battery. Second of all, I've got this little charger. It's a car charger. It's awesome because most of the time when I'm in the bush, I don't go to lodges or fancy places. So most of the time I don't have any access to electricity. So the only way of charging my batteries is through the car. So as I said before, I usually just put one in, I put it onto the car, and I charge my flat battery while I use the other one in my camera. And then the next game drive, I'll just exchange the battery. That way I always have a full one when I start my drive. Second of all, I've got this awesome little bag that I use for my prime lenses, and this beautiful 90mm will give you the most crisp images that you could ever ask for. It's awesome for the bush. It might be not long enough for most people. It is if you want to take pictures of the elephants with the whole elephant herd. It's beautiful for that. And especially I use it for my macro. So this is not a macro lens, but you can get a macro converter that will enable you to take pictures of like little tiny flowers or insects that you find that you would not necessarily take pictures of, but with this amazing lens everything will just pop. So I'm a huge believer that the less equipment the better. So I don't carry two cameras with me like most photographers. I carry one, my X-T2. That way I just decide in the beginning of the drive if I'm gonna be focusing on birds, and then I'll carry my 100 to 400mm, or I will be focusing on wide angles and getting a little bit more of the environment with the animal. Because my photography is more specialized into zoom and very close ups, I do tend to carry the 100 to 400 more often than not. But if I do need to change it, I keep all my equipment in the little cubby hole in my passenger seat because everything fits in there because it's Fujifilm and it's tiny. So it's awesome to just keep it in there and not in a bag, so you don't have to search for it. It's just quick, change the lens and shoot away. Another big stuff for the bush is you have to keep as many of these little guys with you as possible. So this is the little 32GB memory card. 32 is the perfect size for me because it's big enough for me not to be changing it too often during my stay in these wild places. But if I lose one or one goes corrupt, I'm not losing half of my trip. Also, the X-T2 does have 2 memory card slots, so if you're worried about that, just put a second one in there and it will never go corrupt, hopefully. That's it for today. Please stay glued onto the Fujifilm platform and you'll be seeing some of my work and my future projects. Thank you very much.